All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
This is my final advice to you. Release Nnamdi Kanu now. Obi Dibo. To Tunumbu. Who is this Obi Dibo man? He's according to the biography, he's the president of Osisoma Foundation. He has called Ahmed Bola Tunumbu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the tension keep piling up in Southeast. Elderly statesman and the president of Osisioma Foundation, Cheka Obidibo, has urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to authorize the immediate and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, from detention to begin the process of national renewal. He disclosed that given the difficult situation of the country, the continued incarceration of IPOB leader serve no useful purpose. According to him, although Kanu's detention is impacting negatively on the Southeast economy, it is also affecting Nigeria's socio-political stability. He advised President Tinubu to discontinue his promise to continue in the steps of the former President Muhammad Buhari, noting that the Buhari's tactics are not beneficial to the social and economic survival of Nigeria. In a statement titled, "My Final Advice to My Friend Tinubu to Free Nnamdi Kanu Immediately and Unconditionally," Obidibo remarked that Ndi Igbo needs some form of appeasement. He stressed that the bitterness of both sides still gaining serious momentum as Ndi Igbo remain the underdogs. He stated, only President Tinubu knows whether holding the IPOB leader is contained in Buhari's handover notes, but whatever reason Buhari may have advised, Tinubu as the incumbent should evaluate the details of such blind and hard hatred deposition and use his good office to review and release Nnamdi Kanu. As a concerned elder citizen, I know for a fact that the political situation of any developing countries on its economy, just as the peace, security, and well-being of the citizens constitute the primary purpose of government. So my final and well-intentioned advice to my friend and fellow elder statesman, Jagaban, is to release Kanu if he truly desires to build a nation out of his so-called geopolitical expression known as Nigeria. Granted that Mr. Tinubu declared his intention to continue with the policy of former President Buhari, including anti-people economy program, I believe that the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu remains counterproductive, while arguing that the prolonged incarceration of Kanu is not serving any useful purpose. Obidibo declared that Biafran agitation has gone beyond Kanu and even Simon Ekpa. The former president also referred to the civil war, making it hard that there was a plan to unleash another mayhem on the Igbo. Kanu emerged and started showing evidence that Ndi Igbo are not wanted in Nigeria, and his message resonated with all well-meaning Igbo people except the few that were enjoying political benefit from the system. As things stand now, the Biafran agitation has become sweet music to the ears of young people. Kanu has fulfilled his divinely ordained purpose, which was to set the Biafra ball rolling down the cliff. However, successful achieved that mission. It is crystal clear that Kanu no longer holds the key to quench the fire or to stop the rolling ball. As such, detain him further seems like a drowning man clutching onto any straw. Even the more volatile Simon Ekpa cannot quench the Biafran agitation. With the momentum it continues to gather, he stated. He therefore expressed the hope that as a recognized Democrat, the president understands my point clearly, because I have spoken as an elder to another elder and friend. His words advised President Tinubu to use his tongue to count his teeth. I am done with making requests for the release of Kanu, but let it be known that keeping the IPOP leader further will never usher in the much needed peace and national harmony. A decision must be taken at this juncture whether the Igbo are still wanted in Nigeria or not. If the answer is in the affirmative, that is where Nnamdi Kanu becomes most valuable, because he is today the head of the Igbo spirit, rather than any of the current artificial Igbo socio-political leaders. Outside of this, it will be very clear to all, particularly Ndi Igbo, that retired General Gowon's "No Victor, no Vanquish" slogan was actually programmed to be an empty, rhetoric, mischievous, intended to deceive and to punish. Obi Ndi Igbo declared. As a senior citizen and a community leader that reside in Igbo land, I make bold to say that the negative impact of sit-at-home on economic activities is huge, but Igbo do not care and may decide to go the extra mile to show solidarity for Nnamdi Kanu. But in the present circumstances, it is imperative that Kanu should be released, because he has not committed any crime except advocating for a better less of life for his people. His continued detention will not solve any problem, because the entire Igbo are tactically behind him. A crime was committed against Kanu because he was kidnapped from Kenya, and kidnapping is a crime against humanity. So President Tinubu should order his release to pave the way for national conversation, for national stability. Releasing Kanu should be a good way to begin conversation for peace building in the country, because every Igbo adult is pained by nepotism and the double standard against Ndi Igbo. If we are no longer wanted in Nigeria, the president should endorse Igbo exit, he added. Simple. I love the statement. I love this. Well, anyway, you've had it all. I don't want to go further and all that. This man have said it all. This zoo country, if you don't want Igbo people, let us go. Release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Well, I will leave here. Just leave your opinion, what you think about this man's comment and statement.